everybody. Welcome back to the Film Buds podcast. This is episode number 103, and my name is Henry.
I'm Chloe. I did not realize we had started.
Oh, yeah, man.
I was in a whole different little world there.
We're in it.
But it's just been one of those, Henry.
Oh, I feel that.
But your hair looks great.
Thank you so much. We should say, yeah, we are recording. This is Halloween, October 31st.
This is Halloween.
Late afternoon. And it's possible.
Tornado.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a tornado, whatever the less thing is.
Oh, missed that one. But we might get some trick-or-treaters.
Tornado watch until 11.
And so...
Or a tornado. Hey, it's either going to be some children, tornado, maybe both. If there's a kid dressed as Dorothy, I'll be thrilled.
Yeah, so you might hear some ambient sounds in the background. But
Adorable.
Hey, that should just add to the whole...
We should just have them on. We should ask them their favorite movies.
Maybe.
I don't think their parents would like that, but...
No.
Hey, what can you do?
Anyways, this time around, we are going to be talking about Robert Eggers's...
Definitely just Robert Eggers.
Eggers's...
No.
Eggers, The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
With Robert Pattinson.
I'm sorry. Everyone's going to be so mad at me for getting on you for that.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
And then a retro review of another Lighthouse film.
No, wait. There's tea about this. You never even mentioned to me that we were reviewing.
I did, actually.
You did not.
I sent it in a Facebook message, and you said yes.
Never.
Let's...
Pull up the receipts.
Okay.
Never. I hate that movie.
Why?
Spoiler alert.
Well, that's fine. We can talk about it.
Ugh.
We'll talk about it. That's great.
No.
Yeah. Listeners.
Another Lighthouse movie. I can't believe you.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Thank you.
Another Lighthouse movie? You've outdone yourself this time.
Yeah, another historical Lighthouse film.
I can't even.
It's my favorite subgenre.
After Clocks.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's going to be fun. The Light Between Oceans from 2016. Why are you... Okay.
God-awful.
Okay. Well, yeah. And then we have, all the usual stuff. A listener question, all that stuff. And, yeah, well, Chloe, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you, Henry?
I'm all right. Oh, we should say new Music Buds episode is up. You can check that out on iTunes and Spotify and all those places.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to think. There was something else like, gotta tell Henry. And that's like, I'll save it for the podcast. Shoot, well, it's gone.
Shoot.
It's gone and forgotten.
Yeah.
That's tragic. Sorry, Henry.
That's okay.
How's your Halloween been?
It's been a little stressful.
Stressful?
I was working earlier and having to get other things handled, prepared. It's just been all a little scattered.
Me too. I realized my car registration is it was February 19. It was due, I guess. So it's like it's a big chunk of time.
Yeah.
that I've been really running from the law.
Oh yeah. Well. Speaking of, actually, I have a little thing to speaking of cars.
Whoa.
So,
what happened this time?
Everybody, it's your lucky day. Henry has a story for you, okay? So...
Write us in at thefilmbuds@gmail.com. Tell us whose stories you like more.
Yeah. So, anyhow, after we saw the movie, Chloe, The Lighthouse, together, we saw the film.
Yeah.
I was driving home. This was Sunday evening.
Okay.
Yep. 10:30ish at night. I was rocking out.
Naturally.
To some, Potty Mouth, who just released a new song today.
What's it called? Something on brand, right?
What's that?
Isn't the song like...
Oh, yeah. Favorite food?
Oh, no, that's not what no. Okay, just kidding.
And, just rocking out to whatever. I'm not sure what. And I was about 2 miles from home.
Uh-oh.
And all of a sudden, I saw the worst sight a driver can... see those flashing blue lights behind me.
Oh, no.
And I said, oh, boy, you've really stepped in it this time.
To yourself or to the cop?
I was thinking it to the cop. Buddy, you have made a mistake. Not today. And so I pulled over.
Yeah.
Very, very...
Oh, for real? You got pulled over?
I did.
Shoot. The only time I ever thought I was getting pulled over... I said, it's about time, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before. Maybe. I was driving home, and the lights were on, and I was proud of I was like, wow, this is good to know about myself. Like, I was cool as a cucumber, but I was like, wow, this is probably extremely overdue. Like, I can't be mad. I deserve this.
Right.
But it wasn't me. It was the car behind me that was getting...
I wasn't so lucky. So I pulled over.
Said, shoot.
And I waited there.
Not shoot, because,
Waited for my fate. And the guy came up, middle-aged.
And it was the Queer Eye guys.
No.
My Queer Eye dudes will get that.
It was a middle-aged, white, Caucasian cop. Mm-hmm. Pretty standard for looking guy.
Lucky for you, you're white.
Lucky for me. And he said, well, son, do you know why I pulled you over this evening? And I said, I don't think so. And he said, well, I'm sorry to say it, but you were going 49 and a 35. I said, shoot.
Hey, you were one under from getting your license taken for a year.
And he told me that, yes.
So you were one under from getting your license for a year?
Yeah, he said, you were really close. And I said, shoot.
See, I know that fact, but I do it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I was like, I'm sorry, that's not my usual deal. I've been rocking out to potty mouth. You know how it is. Got a little too into it. Wait,
did you get a ticket?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
I gotta. And he
Try
said,
not again. You're pale.
Yeah. Well, he said, just give me your stuff, and I'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay.
And
a little car humor there.
Luckily, I had just renewed my registration, so I didn't have to worry about that. It was close.
Wow.
Came back after a minute or two, and he said, well, hey, you got a clean record, so this time I'm going to let you off with a warning. I said, that's a good choice. You're making the right call.
With that philosophy, you could never get a ticket. You will always have a clean record.
No, but now there's like a warrant. Like he gave me an official warning.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Clubbo didn't know.
He said, I'm going to give you a warning this time, but hey, you live here, you know the speed limit. So you got to start driving under that.
Whoa.
You got to be careful. I said, hey, suits me.
Give him a hug.
I'm sorry. I said, hey, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I was out of my, wasn't thinking right. It was late.
Hey, you had just seen the Lighthouse.
I said, I'm coming back from a movie, just trying to get home. I'm sorry. I was a little out of it. And he said, hey, it happens to all of us.
Whoa. Did he have a Southern accent?
Not really.
Okay. So that's probably why he was nice.
Yeah. And I said, hey, you be safe too. Thank you for your service.
Did you?
Well, he said, hey, thanks, be safe. I said, you too.
Now, I will say, the Hillsborough cops are cool guys and ladies.
Yeah, well, apparently.
They raise lots of money for the schools. They do all this stuff. When the Klan had their little Klan thing here, they put on Facebook, this is Hillsborough, and had pictures of people of all skin tones and, blah, blah, blah.
But anyways, I lucked out.
I can't believe that. Yeah. Wow,
and
Henry.
So for all you speeders out there,
y'all better look for cops.
Yeah, keep an eye out, because I was not paying attention. I'm usually pretty good at spotting those speed traps.
That's the only thing that keeps me awake while I'm driving. I love don't listen to this Papa Strat. He listens to the podcast. He does it. He's the same way. Papa, I don't want to deal with it. Okay, I don't feel good. Don't call me when you listen to this.
Shout out.
Okay, please. Okay,
Personal.
Thank you. I love you. Sorry, but please. Okay, thank you. I'm a good driver. Leave me alone. Okay. Anyway. But what keeps me awake basically when I'm driving is speeding, just so that I can be on the lookout for cops. Like undercover, I'll look at the people driving. I'll see if they have a vanity plate. I'll see if they have crap on the mirror, because then they're obviously not cops. Blah, blah, blah. That's what keeps me going, That's what gets me through the day.
Yeah. Well,
I'd either be a really good criminal or a good spy. I mean, they're relatively synonymous, especially depending on who you ask. But that's really the life I was made for, Henry.
Mm-hmm. So, I lucked out.
That must have been stressful. Did you cry?
No, I was pretty...
What about after? Did you get a rush? Was
Yeah, I was like, woohoo! And I just started...
Wait a little bit or no? What was it like right after? What was the feeling?
I was like, heck yeah.
I'm getting really worried about talking about this. I'm kind of I'm very worried about talking about this. I'm going to get...
I turned back on the music that I was listening to, got home, no problem.
Did he pull back? Now, who left
like,
first, him or you?
I did.
Now, did he just follow you back home? Basically,
No.
like, what did he get?
No, I mean he was there, but
he was on a speed trap.
Went on his way. No, I mean I don't know what he was doing. I mean I didn't take the time to look. I was gone. I sped off. I was like, all right, see you, buddy.
Wow.
So, close one.
That's crazy.
Close one. I said, I was really worried because it was, Sunday evening. I had school early the next day. I was like, I don't want to have to deal with this, man. Come on, let's be reasonable here. We are men here. Let's think about this rationally.
That should be the tagline for the Lighthouse. We are men here. Let's think about that rationally.
Yeah. So thankfully he was nice.
Wow. Close one.
Yeah.
The last time my dad almost got a ticket. This is only I'm not calling you out, Papa Strauss, okay? We're fine, okay? We're good. He was so nice. He took my car in to get inspected yesterday while I was at work. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I dropped a piece of my sushi on the ground and he was like, "You're so disorganized." And I said, "Oh my God, I'm doing my best."
Classic.
He was like, "You can wash it off." I said, "I'm not washing it off. I threw it in a bush out of anger. Otherwise, I totally would have washed it off if he hadn't said anything." But anyway, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Trying to bring sushi and run into work. Anyway.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, let me just say this. Okay. So
what?
About
That's in the middle of a story.
The Lighthouse Between Oceans thing conversation. So I said, hey, what about that and The Light Between Oceans? Both Lighthouse movies. And the next thing you said was amazing. And I took that as a confirmation.
I would like context. Okay,
I said
hoisted on my own petard here.
On
my own petard. I will say
miscommunication, sure, but with that, I personally just took it as.
That's obviously just me. I didn't read it. To be fair, you send me.
I do send you a lot of messages.
You send me paragraphs.
Yeah, because I'm planning many
shows
ahead.
I know.
Yeah,
and I'm usually doing something, and I'm like,
so hey,
I'm usually just like, Henry, you're perfect.
Thank you.
Sounds good. I thought you were gonna say something good. Usually, I'm glad I said amazing. Was it all caps?
No, but you had 2 exclamation points.
Those?
So I said,
"Wow!
All right, she's in."
Why? Okay. Yeah. I was gonna drag Papa for something. What was it? Oh yeah, I was using. Speaking of car stuff, I was trying to. Okay, so you know how I picked out the person I'm gonna marry?
Yep.
Okay, great. So, I have major tea.
Oh yeah. Oh cool.
Oh my God, this is a real twist.
Okay.
But that's not for this. Okay. But hey, if you write us in at the Gmail at podcast.com, I'll probably tell you.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I was trying to get, he doesn't believe in ghosts and stuff.
Okay.
And I was like,
come on, man. Have a heart.
Not. I was like, my brain. No, I was like, I don't, but I can't deny the facts.
Sure.
I was like, it goes against my just natural personality and inclination. I know. I seem like I would, okay? And I do, so this is all, I know how it's coming off. But generally, I'm a very, I'm a realist, you know? Yes. But the stuff happens. You can't deny it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, you're a fool.
Yeah.
For what? You know?
You're dunce.
It's the same thing as if you insist that, ghosts are everywhere. If you insist there are no ghosts, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a polar, if they, so it was right after Bop, my grandpa, best bird. Oh, he would have loved you. You would have loved each other. My grandpa was the coolest dude in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. I never even thought about it. You two would have been BFFs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You're a lucky duck. He was great. Anyway, so he let me give him haircuts a lot.
Cool.
It was very funny. Because I didn't know how to do it. I layered upside down so all his hair would stick straight up like a pom-pom. That's not the story. Anyway, so you know how you have a 50-50 chance but somehow you manage to do it the wrong way every time? That's how I was with layering in his hair.
Gotcha.
Anyway, So he had just passed away. We were all like, ugh, you know,
Right.
it was a lot. It was not ideal time.
In morning.
Situation. It was
Yeah.
rough. Yeah. And so my dad made a driving error. A policeman. The lights. You saw the lights
They
going.
caught it.
I said, and I said, Bob, we just can't. I was like, Papa can't. Like, he can't right now. Like, this is too much. Like, if you're listening, Colonel, please, just like, come on. You know. Lo and behold, so the cop, I said, oh my God. While the cop is back at his little car office thing that they, you know.
Yes.
What's the show, Pimp My Ride? His little pimped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Police car. And so he comes back and he says, well, it's your lucky day. My whole system just crashed. Can't do anything.
Oh.
And I said, whoa! Come on.
Yeah.
His whole stuff just, like, his car literally turned itself off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something's going on there.
Right?
Oh, great.
That's probably my grandpa, too.
Yeah. The leaf blower going on.
It's not a leaf blower. Who would be leaf blowing at 5
My
o'clock
mom.
on...
She's for the trick-or-treaters.
No, that's really funny.
It is funny. In a way.
Ooh, I didn't put any candy out.
Shoot.
It's my first year living by myself. Oh, whatever. And there actually are kids in my neighborhood now. But I don't think they go trick-or-treating in my neighborhood. Because I only have like... I believe there are a literal 8 houses in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a real... poop
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I never went trick-or-treat. Did you trick-or-treat here growing up?
Oh, yeah.
This is a good place.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Because it's lots of like upper middle class, really close together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My neighborhood, on the other hand.
It was good stuff. It was good eating. So.
The real part, the part I liked, was the part came after, where you traded with everybody. And it was...
I don't think I ever traded. I just went to town, man. I said, I'm going to my room. I'm going to eat it. Sorry, kids. You know.
Henry.
No, it's like, that's my... I got it. I picked it out myself, personally. You know, I said...
You didn't trade?
Not always. Sometimes, because I knew what I wanted.
No.
Yeah.
You go to a house, the house only has, like, I know you like them, but, like, gummy thing, not gummies, but, like Tootsie Roll thing kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the house that has, like, just, like, Tootsie Roll things, right?
Yeah.
You don't like Tootsie Rolls. You still take your share so that you can then trade.
I would keep that pretty minimal if I didn't like the candy. And I would gorge on the the ones I did like.
You can't do that.
Too late.
That's unjust.
Oh, well.
It doesn't work like that.
It's done. History has been written.
No, that's why you got to trade within your friend group.
Sorry, all you parents out
That's
there.
like when I was little, I didn't like Reese's. So I was really the queen of the party.
I'm not surprised.
Because I didn't like Reese's. So I held all the cards.
Yeah. Well, so sorry, parents. Maybe you should have taken the time to be out there with your candy, not just be inside alone, you know, and put a bowl of candy outside. Be more.
I didn't even do that.
And I said, "Oh, nobody here, no supervision. My mom's out at the street. It's game time."
Wait.
Or whoever I was with.
Wait.
What's up?
No. It says take one. You take one.
Depending on what on that was, sure.
What do you mean, depending on what that was?
Sometimes it was take 1, take 3, whatever.
Oh, sure, but that's how many you took.
Usually, yeah. I mean, I can't remember exactly what I did. I mean, I was 10.
And then my friends would take. Do not. You cannot. Henry. She has to make it look good for the children. They really care if there are leaves on the porch. Come on. Oh, man.
Sorry about that. Had to do a little disciplining.
So, Henry, you and I both have Halloween parties.
Yeah.
And I said that we should just go to both of them briefly together.
Nah.
And you shut me down.
I'd only just want to go to one.
That hurts.
That's 2 trips. That's even more.
With
Plus,
me.
mine's not a party.
What the heck is
Mine's
yours?
just a get together.
Are you?
It's not a party, man.
What do you mean?
It's not a party. It's just like 1 or 2 people there.
What?
It's just a hangout.
Are you being entrapped?
It's just a hangout.
That's not what entrap means, but I know your rights, people. But.
It's just a hangout, man.
Okay.
Not a big hoo-ha.
Add that to the list.
You know?
Oh boy.
It's just I'm
But
hanging
I feel bad if I don't go to the party
Well,
because
see,
mine is also like a get. I think mine's midway between a get together and a party. So like I don't know how much it'll be noted that I'm not there, but also I don't want to go.
I don't know, man. I don't know the.
It'd be fine if you went with me. Ugh.
If I wasn't gonna, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time there. It's like if I left, there would be no one else there with the person.
You're just hanging out with one person.
Or 2 people, maybe. I don't know
this
the
is
exact.
Super weird. It's coming off really. I hope you know how weird your thing is coming off. My thing's coming off normal.
It's a close friend. It's not like I'm going to some stranger's house. I'm just going to hang out with a buddy or 2. That's all. We might watch a movie. It's.
You're. Okay.
I don't. Listeners,
your thing
right
is,
in.
You're coming off really compromising. This whole thing over there.
I don't know what the big.
You're losing it. I hope you never get framed for a crime because you're going down.
I was invited by a friend to come over to their house for Halloween evening. That's it.
That's so weird.
I don't think it is, man.
But not for a party or anything. They just wanted you.
It could be. I honestly don't know.
What are you talking about? Are there going to be other people there or not?
Maybe 1 or 2. I don't know. Guys,
so weird.
I don't know if it is.
Do you mean like her roommate might also be there?
Yeah.
That doesn't count. This is very strange.
Huh.
It's not really strange, but it's definitely not a get together. By the way, you're hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
And it happens to be on Halloween.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be like dressed up and stuff, like people.
What?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what the person is planning. You know.
I just hope you're alive tomorrow.
Oh, me too, man.
I know. This is bizarre. My thing was like, oh, we'll just party hop because it's fine to go.
Oh yeah, it's not that kind of thing.
No, I assumed your thing was like my thing.
Nah.
In which case, the plan would have made much more sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shoot.
Butterfingers.
Big time.
Hey, that's fun. It's Halloween. Butterfingers.
Classic.
Most underrated candy of all time.
It is really good.
Yeah. Who needs teeth when you can have Butterfingers? Am I right, Willem? Because he wore fake teeth during that. The minute he opened it, I said, oh my God, they put prosthetic teeth on him.
Yeah.
I said, whoa. And you said, I don't know. I said, those are not his teeth.
Did you say that?
I said, those aren't his teeth. And you said, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I have forgotten that.
Here's your little segue.
Oh yeah,
dive right in.
Let's dive right in, and let's get into our first review of The Lighthouse.
Do you even have a costume?
I'm gonna think it up as I go.
I don't have one either. My plan is just overalls.
All right.
I got long and short.
Cool.
It's like 80 degrees, so probably short.
It's too hot. So, all right. Well, yeah. Let's get into the Lighthouse. We have a clip. Let's take a listen.
What do you call that?
Sir,
What?
I mopped and swept twice over.
You lying dog.
I swept them.
Tis begrimed and bedabbled. Unwiped, unwashed, and disdained.
Get some kind of pert out of molesting me.
Come now.
I already says...
How dare ye contradict me, you dog?
Now look here. I ain't never intended to be no housewife nor slave in taking this job. And it ain't right. These lodgings is more ramshackle than any shanty boys camp I ever seen. The Queen of England's old fancy housekeeper couldn't even done no better than what I done. Because I tell you, I scrubbed this here place twice over.
And I say you did nothing of the sort. And I say you swab it again, and you swab it proper like this time, and you'll be swabbing it 10 times more after that.
All right, so The Lighthouse is written and directed by Robert Eggers. Or I guess co-written by Robert Eggers.
And his brother's name Max?
Max Eggers. Max. And it stars Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. Yes?
R. Pats. And 3 seagulls.
Yeah, and the synopsis is the hypnotic and hallucinatory tale of 2 lighthouse keepers on a remote and mysterious New England island in the 1890s.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Why are they... Who writes these?
I don't know.
They need replacement immediately.
Yeah. But...
You should get in on that, Henry.
Yeah.
Take that job.
Yeah. So this one is the Roberts follow-up to The Witch, which we recently reviewed on the show a couple months ago.
Is it acknowledged that they go together?
What do you mean?
The 2 movies?
I don't know.
They for sure go together. They have like the same name and stuff. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, maybe change it up next time, man. You know?
No, I think they're supposed to go together, no?
I don't know.
We got old Philip, then we got the seagull.
Whole cinematic universe here. The Eggers.
Apparently, who's a horror who's a female horror director?
Jennifer Kent.
Yes. What did she do?
Babadook, and she just did The Nightingale, which I have not seen yet.
Okay. Apparently, Ari Aster, and Olegos had a meeting about what kind of horror movies they were going to make in 2019.
Huh. Interesting.
Like a secret meeting. And they were like, let's turn it on its head.
Wow.
The genre.
Yeah.
Isn't that's like, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but also I do. I just like that they're like clearly like middle schoolers, like grown up. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, Chloe, now, yeah, again, we saw this one together. So what did you think of The Lighthouse?
Where to begin, Henry? Okay. Visually, very stimulating.
Yes.
Beautiful. Really takes you in. So many throwbacks. Okay, it's clear. I've been saying this a lot recently, which I guess is a good thing. I guess this is just what I go to. Maybe it's because things are getting basic, or maybe it's because cinema's been around for like 100 years now or something.
Cinema is dead.
No, shut up, Henry. I'm so over all this like fighting though.
The Marvel? Oh, I'm
so
tired of it as
freaking
well.
sick of it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Do what you want.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's coming out tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Well, actually, Jojo Rabbit comes out, but The Irishman. At least in limited theaters. I don't know if it's going to be on Netflix. Let me check.
JoJo's not coming out tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Here?
Yes, I checked at Silver Spot and South Point. Confirmed.
We're doing that then, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I know. So
wait, you have to give me advice now.
Okay.
Dang it.
Okay. Well, just do it off air. It's fine.
I'm so mad now.
Okay, so it's going to be in a limited theatrical release tomorrow, but not on Netflix till towards the end of November. Irishman. So
I wonder if
it could be around here.
Maybe
I don't
Carolina
know.
Theater. Maybe.
Yeah.
If it is, we should go.
Yeah.
Unless we never go to the Alamo Draft House, so probably not. But we can watch it on my projector. Cool. We can have a little party.
All right.
A little 3.5 hour.
Yeah.
Wow, what fun. Just the two of us, like your Halloween party.
Mm-hmm. You got it, man.
So you can tell. Also, Robert Eggers is like such a weird
He looks
dude.
weird.
You think he looks weird? I think part of the beard. I want to see him without a beard. Do we know what he looks like without a beard?
I've never seen it.
I like his face though.
He's got an interesting look.
Like I really want to draw his face, like in his teeth and everything. Yeah.
Maybe you should
Draw him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should
post it on his Insta or send it to him on Instagram.
True. He probably doesn't get that a lot.
No,
That's true.
I doubt it. So.
But he always calls himself like a wannabe auteur. He's clearly an auteur. Okay.
I'd say so.
You're allowed to be. It's okay.
2 movies in.
2 movies in.
He's there.
There are these little snow globes, like panorama. Panorama? No. Panorama? Diorama.
Yeah.
Diorama.
Yeah.
Is the word, not panorama. I'm thinking like shoebox.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, he said the only reason his movies were so small scale is because he doesn't have enough money.
That makes sense.
So maybe the next one will be bigger. He said something about like, but I would not want to do Batman. And then I was like, whoa, who the F is Matt Reeves? Give me that Robert Eggers Robert Pattinson, Batman with Timmy as Robin. Give me.
Did you see who they cast as Commissioner Gordon?
Am I going to be pissed?
Yeah. Jeffrey Wright. Yes. A little character actor if for all you cinephiles.
So I just got some chills. Look, the rage that can erupt within me is unhealthy, and I don't like that it's there. And I can really feel it right now, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah, bubbling at the surface. Yes.
It literally like traces my body with this kind of like, it's good. Your pureness like saves you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's good. I'm not a naturally violent person. I don't know where this rage came from. It's like Venom. I don't think I think I'm naturally, non-violent and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I got whatever Topher Grace coughed up in
Tom Hardy.
Spider-Man 3. No.
No? Okay.
Topher.
Okay.
Which name is cooler to you? Topher Grace or Tom? Ah, shoot. They're both pretty good.
Topher is just weird.
Topher's so weird.
I don't like it.
It's such a cool idea.
In Ocean's 11,
it's always been there. No one's ever seen it. Yeah.
He actually plays himself towards the beginning.
That makes sense.
Brad Pitt goes, "That's right, Topher," and he
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Because he plays an actor. I guess he plays himself, or at least an actor named Topher. And so in the opening scene where they're playing poker or whatever game, he's asking Brad Pitt a question, and he goes, "That's right, Topher."
That really makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That fits right into his life there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I get really distracted. I don't know why I felt the need to say that to you. It's not like you don't know. But anyway.
Don't know.
Anyway, just beautiful. It's really, it really sucks you in. I don't think there's any way that, like, if you open it, like that visual from, like, all the kids stuff, like when they open a book and they get sucked right in.
Right.
That's how his movies are, I feel like. Like The Witch too, but I feel like this one did it way better.
I would agree.
It might just be the black and white. It might be the, the old there.
Yeah.
But it's just, and then, so, looks beautiful. Story, you can tell, what I meant to say was, so he called himself a wannabe auteur, and I think this feeds into the fact that, like, he clearly respects cinema, and, like, he loves it, and I think probably deep into literature, too. Like, there's so many allusions here, like Prometheus and whatever, what have you, all that crap, But he changes it and like Poseidon and whatever. And I'm pretty sure the one that the Poseidon goes into the, but I don't, mythology gives me a headache. But like, it all I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's there.
But there's like other stuff too. So like, word, I feel like he's gonna get better and better the more he like self-actualizes, as obnoxious as that sounds. Like, I feel like he's still in that like boy, like,
angry tween kind of,
like angsty maybe, like not good enough, like
writing in his little journal,
like in a sweet way. But yeah, I totally lost my train of thought.
That's all good.
But I was going somewhere with that. But basically, that's the gist. So I think he'll come into himself more and more. But in any case, it was a good movie. I mean, it was so good. The acting was like on Joaquin. Who the F gives an F?
You see what Jessica Chastain said about Joaquin Phoenix?
You're gonna hate this. I saw that and my brain went, "Oh, canceled."
Ooh.
I'm not part of that cancel culture. Don't worry, but also canceled. So.
Completely on Chastain?
No.
Okay, but it's there.
A chastising of Chastain. For her remarks. I gotta be honest. It makes me respect her less as a performer. Whoa. Because I didn't respect a performer she respects so highly, and maybe she'll respect me less as a viewer or a performer. I'm a good actress, Henry.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it, so I'm sure you are.
I haven't enlisted this in a long time, but the Strauss gene. It's not the Strauss gene. Sorry, Papa, you're really getting dragged this episode. It's the Schleifer genes. We are good. My mom's great. She got cast in a Woody Allen movie. You might remember.
Yes.
Gemma, the best actress ever.
I could see that for sure.
So good. In high school, this is no joke. In high school plays, she always played the lead. in high school plays at
course.
Cedar Ridge. Every single night, no matter the role, whatever, she would get a standing ovation at some point.
Wow.
Like in the show. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Come on. She's so good. The best was Harvey. That was, oh my God. She was like his sister in Harvey. You know the part where she like gets out of the mental hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she goes, this is a great moment. Best part of my childhood was watching my sister on Le Stage.
Wow.
I don't know French. Anyway.
That's not it, I don't think.
That's not it. Hey, you don't know.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know French either.
But anyway, their performance was just so good. I feel guilty because, well, I kind of get it. Okay, so remember that whole thing where like Brad Pitt stopped washing his hair and like stuff because he was like, I need people to leave me alone, whatever.
I guess.
So our patch at that time's like 12 million, right? And I was like, okay, I guess he wants people to leave him alone and stuff. Oh, he also hates when people call him Arpat, so I should probably stop. But Robert Pattinson, sorry. Okay. So anyway, fellow Arsenal fans, so woo woo. But in any case, but I've always loved Robert Pattinson. Maybe not in Twilight, but like Little Ashes when he played Salvador Dali. That was a long time ago. That may have been the first Tushy I ever saw on screen.
No way. You don't say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what mine was. But
What's Tushy?
I have no idea.
I don't know if that was my first Tushy.
One of the first.
I'm using it was my first other things on screen for sure.
Not sorry to get into this, but I think the first time I saw full frontal female nudity was Stripes.
With what?
Stripes.
What's that?
The Bill Murray comedy about where they go in the army.
No idea.
You've never seen Stripes?
That one never got me. Now.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that was a movie about a horse.
No, it's done by Ivan Reitman, who did Ghostbusters, the original, and has Dan
Like
Aykroyd.
same people. It had full frontal female nudity.
Yeah,
The heck?
there's a scene where they go to this strip club and there's like mud wrestling with women and things happen and there's stuff there.
That honestly sounds a little #MeToo-y. And I'm fine with nudity, but
I mean, it's very over the top. It's not like
interesting.
it's a fantastic movie. You have to give it a poke.
I'm shocked I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure my first in a movie full frontal was Robert Pattinson. Crazy. But anyway, don't know how we got there. But I saw it from the time I was teeny weeny because we had life drawing classes at my house.
Right.
So it had zero effect.
Yeah.
Which, hey.
I said, whoa.
Europe.
Oh, no.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway. But Robert Pattinson, I didn't want to see it. That's like when Leo's Tushy ever came up. I would look away because I said it.
Oh, like
not Leo.
Wolf of Wall
I
Street?
said, not Leo. Oh, anybody else fine. Tushies are great. But, I mean, whatever. I don't know. Tushies are fine. They're vital, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Must be, or we wouldn't have them still. My point is, I didn't particularly want to see Robert Pattinson so much because it's like a friend, when an actor is so dear to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's even like Timothée Chalamet's Tushy. I was so good before that.
Mm-hmm. But now it's there in your mind. You can't.
I can block it out. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
We all need that to survive. Anyway. Getting back to whatever on earth we were talking about.
No idea.
This episode is really going
We're
great.
a little scattered, everybody. Sorry about that. It's Halloween,
This is every time we say it, I'm going to sing.
All right, I won't say it.
This is Halloween. Okay, so. But Robert Pattinson, I think, is so underrated. Because he went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And he made some pretty not good movies for a while. Like, I'm not kidding. I used to love him so much for his ability, honestly. Like, he was in one of my, oh no. Oh, I'm so sad. Genuinely, it was the movie I watched the most for like 2 years. And I'm totally blanking on the name. I'm so upset right now. And he was in it. A lot of his earlier stuff, don't worry, it wasn't Goblet of Fire. A lot of his stuff I just loved to pieces. And then there was a period of time where he made crap. Because he was trying to get into this stuff, I think. But he was taking what he could get in the way of this stuff. So he made like Belle Ami, which was terrible. He made Cosmopolis, which is some people's taste, but I thought was god awful. Like it was just a period of time where it was all so bad, and it all had him do that little lip thing all the time. And his hair was always
Is that like the Brad Pitt tongue hang?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. The stank face he does. Yeah, like it was just not a good time for him. And then he did some basic movies like Remember Me. Like it was just not. It was not the thing, and I was like, okay, I guess I gotta. But then, he tried like the Rover. He like came back a little bit.
Oh yeah,
good
one.
But he's such a good actor. He's like kind of a weird dude, which I also like. But he's such a good actor, and I like can't wait to see. I'm like, okay, I'm. This got me ready for Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This got me. I saw it in him this time. I said, whoa,
yeah,
he's okay. Who knew?
Well, like I mentioned to you, apparently he's basing part of his Batman voice on Willem Dafoe's voice in The Lighthouse.
Or I can't handle.
That character. So.
But that's sweet. But I can't handle it. Also, Willem Dafoe is amazing. He's always amazing.
Yes.
This movie is like we were saying, like the genre is like, and I'm not bad at talking. Henry's being so distracting. I just want I want that to be on the record. Henry, say yes. Yep. You have to say it again.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, proper mic technique.
Yeah. There's a little Easter egg for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, the characters go off each other so well, but especially Willem Dafoe's performance is great. Like the reason I was talking about the genre is because Willem Dafoe's character could have just been straight up like terrifying, but he makes it so like it's a very funny movie, which really lends itself well to the whole idea of like madness, because you're like, I shouldn't be laughing at this. Like, is this funny? Blah, blah, blah. And how you can go back and forth like between emotions so fluidly.
Yeah.
Also gives itself to that, and tonally how it can. The tone barely ever, like until the tone barely changed, I feel like, until maybe the one bit with Robert Pattinson at the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that also, I think, lends itself to the idea of madness. And I think my point is I feel like Willem Dafoe's performance was really a cornerstone, is that the right word? For the movie's tone overall.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, he definitely is what holds it down. And Robert Pattinson, like, puts every single thing he has into it to play into Willem Dafoe. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like it is about his performance. I feel like his performance is what could make... I gotta say it again. No, I don't. I gotta get over myself.
What's that?
I'm not bad speaking. You've been extremely distracting.
I know.
Throughout
I'm sorry.
That was my big.
I know. I'm
thing.
Sorry. My dog has been going crazy. Trick or treaters.
Have
outside.
there been trick or treaters?
I think I heard some. So I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't mean to be so scatterbrained today, but
which one do you think you are? Which one do you think I am?
What of the characters?
If we had to pick, yeah, which one of us is which? If we had to pick,
I think you would be Willem.
Yeah, for sure. Dang it! Is that a joke about my messed up leg?
No. No.
That was a little joke there. Oh yeah. Also, there's so many spoiler things we could say, but I don't know if it's even worth it to talk about.
I mean, we can go into spoilers. It's kind of hard to talk about without that, but I'll give my thoughts and then we can figure it out.
Yeah.
So. Well, I liked it a fair bit. I don't think I loved it as much as you, but I think it's about.
I don't know if I loved it.
Okay.
I did kind of love it. I don't know if I think it was. I applaud how well it was executed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think this is what I meant also. I think he's going to get better and better as he like matures, kind of. And I think you have to find your confidence in order to do that. But I think some of it is a little sophomoric, just the like underlying, you know,
a little film schooly.
A little film schooly, yeah.
Yep. Well, I thought it was quite good. I mean, I think the best.
It had me twisted in knots.
Yeah, it gets. I mean, I think I like it about it as much as The Witch overall. I mean,
I liked it better than The Witch.
The tone and the atmosphere is great. Like, I mean, it's shot almost to look like a 1925 silent movie. You know, it's almost to a fault, really.
No, to a fault.
I mean, maybe at times, but
Hush up.
I mean, I really, really liked Willem Dafoe. I thought Robert Pattinson was pretty good. There were times where his accent felt kind of put on to me.
It's that weird Maine whatever at the time thingy.
No, I mean, in terms of performance, whereas Willem pulled it off better. It felt more sincere.
Okay.
And it wasn't a big issue. It's just
I see
occasionally,
what you mean.
towards the beginning, felt a little put on every so often.
I see what you mean.
But
It was extremely distracting.
but no, it was the.
I don't think it was really accurate. I think it's a really annoying accent. But anyway.
I think that this is one of those movies where it gives you hints of surrealism and kind of keep things open to interpretation.
Which I live for the surrealism.
And it doesn't really fully answer it in most ways, which is okay. I mean, but I think that's going to leave some people
annoyed.
Which
I will say, usually I'm those people, and I told you after the movie, I was like, usually I'd be so annoyed, but because it was so well done, you're just in it for the ride, basically.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, it's similar to The Witch in that way. And I both love that and don't like that at the same time. It's just some of the imagery I wish I could have been explored a little more, because while it does add to the whole surreal atmosphere and setting,
Gestalt.
it still doesn't really
Yeah.
sit with me all that much in terms of me thinking about it. It's just,
No.
there are cool little hints of what the world may be, but it's also not as satisfying as I think it could be either.
How would you feel if there was a third one?
A third character?
No. Okay, in my mind, apparently, I don't think it's happening for you. In my mind, The Witch and this one are like interwoven.
Yeah, I didn't really get that much.
What about the?
Sure.
That's like the thing.
Sure.
And also, they have the same name and like all this stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, I wasn't thinking about that while it was happening.
If you think about it like that, I wasn't planning on thinking about it like that, but I saw it. What if there's a third one where all is revealed? Then would it make this one better to you, or should it matter, or no? If it was clear that there was like a trifecta, like a trilogy, would it make it better? You know, if all was revealed but not in this movie.
No, because then it starts to feel like a cinematic universe or something where we're having to wait for the next movie to find out what this means. Like it's kind of obnoxious if that's the case. It almost makes me feel how Glass felt.
I knew
in Night Shyamalan, where it's years later. It's kind of desperately trying to tie things. Yeah.
No, I feel like Eggers could pull it off though.
I don't think
because they're such small scale things.
I don't disagree with that, but I would prefer them just be standalone movies.
You know what I would love? Who directed my favorite movie, Annihilation? What's his name? Alex
Garland? Yeah.
Let's get Alex Garland and Eggers to
that'd
team up.
That'd be good.
And do Batman.
Yeah. I mean, why not? But I think so that stuff I didn't really get that much of when I was watching it, and luckily it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Either way, I think it's still just an interesting slice of life, of a weird life. And I think one of my favorite parts of the movie was just the procedural aspects of the
living on
characters going about their day and living at the lighthouse and working there and, disposing of different materials and all of that stuff. I think to not go into spoilers there.
How do you real? Oh, that Oh boy.
And I think one of the best parts about the movie
that was inspired by The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I think it does in the way that The Witch did. It kind of creates this world where the world is falling apart around the characters. And it's not really explained as to why to the characters, and so it kind of makes them go crazy because it's all about them trying to figure out what's going on, and they can't really control it. And so, like with the witch, there was the family members disappearing or dying, and it's kind of the same thing with this, where he's not Robert Pattinson is never really sure what Willem Dafoe is thinking or wanting to do with him, and so that in many ways.
Ooh, same Willem, same.
Yeah. And so that mystery is interesting and unsettling, and I think similar to The Light Between Oceans, I think one of the best things about the movie is the sound design. I think just the atmosphere of like the rain and the wind and the ocean, all of that really adds a really visceral feeling to the movie, and it's very front and center. Like it's loud and it's kind of pretty booming.
It was very loud.
Yeah, and so that I really liked about it. I think that by the end, I was kind of not even just in terms of explaining some of the surreal elements, but I was just kind of hoping for a more not huge ending, but just a little more depth to what was going on, and maybe just a little more story as to how that relationship would play out. And it didn't end in a way where I didn't feel satisfied, really.
I kind of, and this again is not my usual deal, but I kind of liked it because there are so many, like, there's so much imagery and different ways it can go, and so much that isn't explained. I feel like it leaves things for you to think about, and even endings you could have wanted. Like, I know what ending I would have liked, just at the very end of. Like, it's almost like this could have been a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes. Like,
sure, it feels like a Twilight Zone episode. Actually, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, and like, so I don't know. Maybe just because it was so well done, in my opinion, it doesn't bother me that it felt. Maybe because it felt so complete in every other way, the fact that the plot was less complete didn't bother me. Like, maybe it felt more like an art piece than us.
Yeah, which I mean, I agree with, but I think, and I think it's just his style in general, but I think he does a good job of setting up interesting, weird worlds.
You want the follow through.
But a little more follow through. I'm not saying I need to have it hammered home.
Again, it might be the confidence thing, you know?
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
There's that like, oh God, I don't even know the word, but there's always that even in like it, like there's that thing where everyone's like, oh, I hated the ending. Like there's always about like hating the end, like, oh, it was good to hate the ending, and then that's like it. So it might even be like that kind of thing with him. I don't know. Which might be also why he relied on so much like literature and whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, because there was that point in the movie towards the end where you were thinking, please don't cut there. Please don't end the movie there.
Yeah, I literally said it out loud.
Yeah, which I could tell, I could see that happening with this movie. And I think while it continues, I still think at the actual end, I was like, come on, let's just keep going a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's almost like, it's not the exact same, but with Hereditary and Midsummer is almost, and I mean, I haven't seen the director's cut. I want to, but that's so explored.
Yeah.
I think, in that film, to a fault, whereas you're like, okay, let's wrap it up. We get it. And so I think that
movie was so freaking disappointing to me. Oh God.
I want to rewatch it. I hope they I hope they release the director's cut. But and in this, it's only about 85 minutes, not 90 minutes. Is it that short? I think it's longer. Maybe. Okay. Well, it felt. I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but either way, it felt too short to me. Hey, that's better than too long. Yeah, I'm a dude. Yeah, I guess so. However, I mean, I loved. It's an hour 49. Oh wow, didn't feel that long. I think one thing he does really well though is creating very realistic historical dialogue. Yeah, which he did with The Witch and with this. Yeah, whereas it really feels as authentic as I think you can get. And so that is interesting, and that really feels like a Eggers stamp, if you will.
Yeah.
And so that I'm always
Exactly.
very engaged by, and I think Willem Dafoe handles all of the monologues really, really well as well.
Especially where he's pissed
Yeah.
about that's so, because he's so it's so good. Like literally, you should just see it because there's so much. We're not gonna go on and on because who gives a crap? But there's so much for one to dissect about the characters, but also the performances, and like to delve into. Like they're so thought through. Like even in that monologue, which we're both thinking of now, like the strength, but also the like kind of elderly like vulnerability and the kind of childish unawareness, and like it's so interesting. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
And the way like his fist being tight, like it's so it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, 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 really good.
I think in terms of exploration, I think there's an injection of a mythical creature, to be vague, towards the beginning. And like I would have loved to have seen more of what that part of the world was. Like I wish that hadn't just been a snippet. Like I wish that could have been explored a lot more.
Reappears a little bit,
but I guess that's true. But I think maybe a little more. Again, it's just I think that it's interesting and it's compelling as I'm watching it. But when it's done, I feel like I would have loved to have seen some more of that, gone a little bit further.
I don't know. I liked the restraint because I feel like that could very easily be used as especially given the like going crazy kind of whatever that could have very easily been, and like the whole idea of like, is he crazy, is he not crazy, like that easily could have been used at like leaned on as a crutch. You know what I mean? So I like that there was restraint with that. I feel like that's really respectable, and the way that they brought it back in it when they bring it back in, interwoven with the characters, it's really,
and that I mean I agree with, and I still enjoyed.
And I like. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. So, I think it just does a good job of creating it. Like even from the trailers, because some movies recently have tried to do this, where they will try and capture like a 1920s or a certain or a certain era, in how a movie back then would have been made, but it still somehow feels very inauthentic. A lot of the time, but he somehow
means it, honestly.
Like, he's able to recreate it in a way that feels of that era. Like you could have been told that it came out in 1925, and in one way or the other, you could like, oh yeah, I could see that.
Absolutely.
Like there's a scene
which makes it way cooler.
Like totally.
Tricks, and it just because it makes it come to life so much more because of the what's the word I'm looking for?
Juxtaposition.
That was not the juxtaposition there, because it feels so, and also it's not like a typical period piece where it's like, oh, roll my eyes, period piece. Like they tend to feel very familiar because you don't have a period piece. You'd think they tend to feel familiar despite being a time you've never known, because you have this little set rule book for what happened in that what you're supposed to see in those movies.
Right.
But this is a period piece that feels so alien, which feeds right in because it's so true to actual form. Yeah. Which is so neat. Like that's so unusual. Like you were saying with the dialogue and everything, it's not watered down for general consumption. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. And I was surprised, like I think we were surprised. The whole theater was sold out pretty much, which was not expecting that.
I don't know how happy the theater was.
Yeah.
I think everyone thought it could be a horror movie.
Yeah. Which I mean, I think you could argue that it is. I mean, I think its intent is to unsettle you.
For sure. I might just be underestimating the people around me, or differently estimating the people around me. But like those bros.
Oh yeah, the guys at the very
the frat
front.
bros. They weren't happy.
Yeah,
frat bros were pissed.
Yeah, So I think it's. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a very good score as well.
Yeah.
Done by the guy who did The Witch.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
He's going to have his little crew.
Yeah.
Get him Roger Deakins. I want Roger Deakins to be like, yo, this guy is going to come up.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, oh my God, Roger Deakins knows who I am. And he'll be like, yeah, man, let's do some. And he'll be like, oh my God, okay. So that would go. Yeah. But also I like the way that they tied in also making it, this kind of goes back to, I was like, no, you go. So it kind of doesn't matter now.
Thank you.
But I think there's like just so much to talk about. It makes it really good. And not even in like a hoity-toity, like, because there's lots of that too, but like nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
But like another thing I really appreciate about the way this movie is like put together is that, again, going to because it is kind of like talking about the genre, like it's kind of horror because it's so unsettling and everything, right? And relatable. And part of that is because the certain elements to what you were referring, the like, what'd you call,
The mythical creature.
Okay. I didn't remember how far we went into it. Yeah. But anyway,
although I will say that was spoiled for me. Now this is a spoiler if you seek it out. I was looking at the score on the album.
Oh, is it a name?
And there's a song title. I was like, shoot.
Oh yeah, we both tried to go in blind. I knew literally nothing about it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the trailer, so me
neither.
That was cool.
I literally knew it was black and white, and Robert Pattinson, and my man Willem were in it, and we got Eggos to direct, and that was all I knew.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I really like because it is such a small world, and I think he can go bigger and bigger, which I'm excited for.
I think so too.
I'm excited for it. But in this, it works because it's also this mythical creature tying into things we can relate to and things that people like humans are just uncomfortable with and usually aren't addressed and stuff in movies and whatever. The tying in of all that stuff makes it more unsettling and also more realistic.
Yeah.
Which then makes it more unsettling.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. It's neato. It's a neato production.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth it for the fire hose in your face for 78,000 hours, Robert.
Sure. Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
If you don't get a nom, I'll be not surprised. But if Willem doesn't get a nom, I'll be sad.
That would be surprising.
Willem's got to get a nom, right?
Yeah, he's really good. So, all right. Well, out of 5 stars, Chloe. I'll go 4, heavy 4.
Oh,
which is the same for The Witch. I like them both in different ways, but they're about equal for me.
I give it a brisk New York late, like 11:43 p.m. and there's not many around. It's like a neighborhoody area, and you hear little sounds in the distance, and then you hear across. And you say, "What was that?"
You
say, "Oh,
very vivid." All right. Well, yeah, that'd be a good.
Leaving a diner.
That'd be a good opening to a movie.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah.
And you can kind of smell the salt in the air, it's near the Hudson. It's fine. Okay. I don't know if that's salt or not, but probably not, right? You know I don't like geography.
I guess it leads out into the ocean, right?
I don't like geography. I don't give a crap.
I don't know. Any geographers out there, let us know if the Hudson is saltwater or freshwater. So
we can ask Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. Or I guess we can always look it up afterwards, but let's know.
Let's ask Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess we can move on. Get to the big one here. Get to our retro review of The Light Between Oceans from 2016.
Here's a freaking clip of the worst movie ever made.
Let's take a listen.
Close your ears.
Take me out to James with you. What? I want to see it. I want to see where you hide yourself away.
I'm afraid that would be against Commonwealth rules. The only woman allowed on Janus is the keeper's wife.
Then marry me. What are you laughing at?
You'd have to have rocks in your head to want to marry me. Better get you back home. Or they'll have the troopers after me. Come on.
Okay, so like we said, The Light Between Oceans came out in 2016.
Terrible year.
No, that was a great year.
2016.
Oh yeah, man. For movies?
For movies and music, but for everything else, it was
Fair.
terrible.
Yeah. And it's written for the screen and directed by Derek Cianfrance, who did Blue Valentine and The Place Beyond the Pines. And it stars Michael Fassbender, Alicia Vikander, Rachel Weisz, Jack Thompson. That's about it.
This girl who's in like 2 episodes of Please Like Me.
Oh, yeah?
Crazy.
And
She's in one scene.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some kids outside.
That's so cute. I've never had to.
I'm telling you.
I'm just sad.
Wonder what costumes they have on. You want to look out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you do it.
Okay, hang on.
It's creepier if it's a dude. What I got? What they working with?
We got, shoot, I can't see it. This is super
Henry,
creepy.
just open.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We have like 20 out there. We have a samurai.
Samurai.
We have a pirate.
Pirate.
We have a, like 18, like Victorian era, like woman who has like a veil over her.
Oh, that's sick. I'm getting up. All right.
I think.
Oh, well, now
Oh, Chloe.
There's
we
nobody
have a
else.
Joker. We have a Joker. We have a Joker. Look right there. We have Joaquin Phoenix.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Joaquin. No, we should ask him if he's Heath Ledger or Joaquin.
Yeah.
He'll say Heath.
What if he said Nicholson?
Whoa.
Whoa, crazy kid
Plot
over there.
twist.
Yeah. So sorry, we had to take a look at the kitties outside.
So cute.
So
there's so many.
yeah, there's a lot. Good. I'm glad we're in here.
Yeah.
You know, dodge the bullet there.
I love children.
Yeah. And the synopsis is:
Speaking of,
a lighthouse keeper and his wife, living off the coast of Western Australia, raise a baby they rescue from a drifting rowing boat. So, this one, yeah. Well, Chloe, now obviously you have some big thoughts that I'm very
a love story, so that's
I'm
nice.
very curious to hear.
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you a fun fact about the lighthouse.
Okay.
So so everybody stayed in like a hotel or whatever when they were filming, except Willem Dafoe stayed in a little fishing shed.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I have one solid theory about the lighthouse.
Okay.
I won't give any spoilers. I'm just gonna say time is a flat circle.
Well, that'll keep you busy for a while.
Hashtag reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, you go.
What am I going?
Light Between Oceans.
I hate this movie. It's
Why?
terrible. It's a god-awful movie.
Why?
It's directed like a freaking Hallmark movie. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It is the worst direction. It's so bad.
I think the direction is my favorite part about it. I love it. The slow fades.
Oh,
the
hate
slow dissolves. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Sickeningly terrible. It's terrible.
I see. I don't get that. I'm
It's
sorry.
like if a Hallmark movie was going through an emo phase but was bad at it.
Wow. Now, do you like his other 2 movies? To give people context.
No.
No? Not Place Beyond the Pines? Not a Pines gal?
No.
It's too bad. Oh, it's a classic. Jacob, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. I said, hey, let's watch it for the heist special.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, this is the best. Oh, weird fact. Jacob, number 2, did some photography or like modeling photography of one of my coworkers recently. Crazy.
That's weird.
I mean, because he does a lot of like portrait photography, or I don't know what you call
Like
it.
Coinky Dink? Coinky Dink?
What?
Coinkydink?
Yeah. What about the word?
They didn't know each other? Or you didn't know that
I didn't know they knew each other.
Whoa.
So.
Crazy.
Yeah. I said they photos of my coworker popped up on his Instagram. I was like, what?
On his Instagram?
Yeah, because, I mean, he posts the photos.
What were they for?
I mean, because he does like model photography. And so he pretty consistently does like with various people. Like just like portraits.
Is the dude a model? I'm so confused.
No, he's the photographer.
Too many he's. There's too many pronouns.
He's the photographer. Jacob number 2.
Yes.
And he is doing portrait or model photography.
Just people.
Yes.
So these two guys are friends. And he was like, yo, let me.
Girl, but yes. They are friends apparently.
So
Sorry, I can't talk, everybody. I'm still thinking about that Joker kid out there.
Me too. He was really cute.
Pretty good makeup.
Also, we definitely scared him.
Yeah.
He was the only one who saw us. I didn't see Victorian Girl. I got distracted by the joke.
It was pretty good. She had a veil on.
Dang it.
Possibly in mourning. I don't know what her deal was, but
she's either Queen Victoria or like any ghost from any movie.
She looked like
the woman in
a
black.
character from Penny Dreadful.
Sick. See Snoop Dogg, Penny Dreadful?
No.
It's a good song. Snoop Dogg did Penny Dreadful.
Oh, yeah?
It was good.
He was in Beach Bum as well.
Oh, shoot. I started watching that. I forgot to finish it. I really like it so far.
Really?
You got it.
How far have you gotten?
You got it twisted, man.
How far have you gotten?
I got to big character is done.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty far in, right?
I think so. Yeah. But, that's it. Oh, it only gets better.
It's a good movie so far.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Harmony.
I haven't seen Zac Efron yet.
He comes in. He's only in a little bit of it, but what he's in, it's good.
It's gold.
Yeah.
No, so far I really like it. You were wrong.
Wow.
I know.
That's
People think they got me figured out.
Well, hey, then we'll have to go into Spring Breakers next.
No.
Yeah. So,
yeah, probably no.
Well,
maybe.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I should definitely be open. Also, you didn't tell me Isla Fisher was in it. I would have watched it a while ago. You probably did. I know. I'm really losing it this episode.
It's all good.
You know who makes that? I should have saved this for Picks of the Week. I just hate Live Between Oceans, so we're just skipping it.
Okay.
This is Picks of the Week. So you know who makes that freaking movie? You know who?
Who?
You know who? Jonah freaking Hill. How good is he?
And Beach Bum. Sorry, I was thinking.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's good.
In Beach Bum, his accent gives me life.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love him in that movie. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
So good.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, that should be your Halloween costume.
See, I mean, I had honestly,
not that you need one, but.
Before because I've been trying to think of a costume that I could throw together in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was looking at movies from this year just to see if there's a character. And I thought like, that would be perfect. But, I would need the blonde wig and all that stuff.
Also, his clothes are like a lot. You don't have any clothes like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Except for the ones I've made you get.
Yeah. Which
are sick. You never wear them, so. Moot. Okay. Is it her accent that's god awful in this movie?
I didn't think.
Yeah, her accent's god awful. He's fine. This was the beginning of Fassy's downfall. This sparked it. Your haircut looks so good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is it the same person?
Same person I've done for years. Yeah.
Well, tell them they really got it right this time.
Oh well.
It didn't look bad before, but this was really the shining moment so far.
Thank you so much. She's great.
We
talk movies, TV shows.
There we go. What did you talk about this time? The Joker.
She's a big TV fan.
Mm-hmm.
She's a huge Walking Dead fan. Oh. And I was telling her about. I told her about Joker, and I told her about.
You should. Can I do your makeup like Joker?
I guess so.
And then just wear regular clothes.
Yeah.
Do you have white paint?
No.
Or pigeon poo was what they used to use.
Huh. Anyways. So go on, Chloe.
about what this god awful movie.
Yeah.
Plot is boring and stupid. The book wasn't that good, but the movie's way worse. His direction's just so bad, and the score is god awful. If it wasn't bad, if you were wondering if it was bad, the end credits really, really, really is a little kiss on the cheek to say goodbye.
Sure.
Wow.
I'll agree with that.
Wow.
A little hallmark.
Are you kidding me with that?
Sure, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This movie's god awful. The only okay thing about it was Rachel Weisz. I know why she took part because she's a mom. She's like, no.
Wow. Well, I actually really like it. So, I mean, I'm a big
It's bland.
I'm a big Cianfrance guy. I love Place Beyond the Pines and Blue Valentine.
Where does this rank?
This would be my
worst.
least favorite of those three, but I still really like it. I mean, similar to what we were talking about with what's the movie?
How dare you? Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse. I think the sound design is amazing. It's like just the wind and the rain and just how it really creates a very realistic setting. I love. And it's shot by Adam Arkapaw, who did the first season of True Detective, Macbeth, Assassin's Creed. And I think he has a really, I mean, to be cliched here, like a really rustic beauty to his cinematography. And I think it looks fantastic.
That's what people say about me.
Yeah.
Rustic.
Yeah. And so that alone keeps me going for a lot of it. But I think Alicia Vikander is amazing in it. I didn't notice her accent.
Oh, it's
but look,
terrible.
I didn't get that at all. And so I think she really carries it. I like Michael Fassbender, and I like Rachel Weisz in it as well. But I think Alicia Vikander is very good in it. And I agree, it's very sentimental. It's very sentimental, and it's very character driven. And so there's not a lot of plot. And so obviously it's not going to work for everybody. But I think what Cianfrance does really well is setting up these really interesting moral and ethical dilemmas between characters in all of his movies. Because like with Place Beyond the Pines, there's the whole, Bradley Cooper shooting Ryan Gosling and everything with that. And in this, it's dealing with this child that is not technically Alicia Vikander's, and the dilemma of battling with the actual mother of this child towards the end of the movie, I think is really interesting.
This movie's like a Jodi Picoult book. I hate those two.
Well, and so, and I think that it's just I personally find it a very emotional, gripping movie, and I completely agree that it is very sentimental, but at the same time I see it just as a tragic fantasy, and I don't think it's playing in a strict reality, and so I don't really have much of an issue with it being that way.
I hate a crossfade. There's nothing good about it.
Usually I'm there with you, but the slow fades,
So
I just
gross.
I love it. I love it, everybody.
Ugh.
Not all the time, but Derek does it well.
No.
Yeah. And so I think that just the idea of this, I mean, playing into the part that it is a fantasy of this woman meeting a guy, essentially marrying him on the spot, then moving to this
Same girl.
moving to this lighthouse and just dealing with these two miscarriages, and then like the next day or a few days afterwards, this young
Little
newborn
baby
baby
Moshe.
showing up. I think
Sure.
is just not to say this saves the movie, but since it is a fantasy, I just accept it for what it is rather than picking it apart, so to speak. And so I think that my main issue with it is it does feel long. I think that the third act in particular, where it's trying to wrap up, okay, so is Alicia Vikander going to get the child? Is Rachel Weisz going to get the child? What's going to happen with Michael
They
Fassbender?
should just get married and throw Fassie in jail.
Yeah.
Problemo salvo.
That'd be a good twist. And so that stuff it feels like there's no real end. Like I don't know what the movie is working towards at that point, but in terms of just Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander living on the at the Lighthouse, I think is great. I just love it's very atmospheric and almost like not hangout, really, but just I just find it very dramatic, and I think that even once the child comes in, how they're dealing with how Michael Fassbender's character is dealing with that that dilemma of, okay, should I tell people this could actually be someone else's child who is still living, and all of that I think is really interesting, and it works well, even if it does get over the top in terms of how it handles it.
Yeah.
So
the part you like is just the part that's from the book.
I mean, I love all of it for the most part.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I think, and again, essentially one of my only issues with it is that third act. If it gets messy and is overly long. And one thing I will say is that he has this like obsession with
feet.
No.
It's a little Tarantino joke.
Okay. I thought it was like, oh, okay, is there another one we got? Another director we got with the foot fetish? That was a close one. I think that he has this obsession with like longevity, showing longevity, because in Place Beyond the Pines, there's the third act that goes into the children of the two main characters, and then
certainly Blue Valentine.
Blue Valentine is this very long romance or portrayal of a romance, and in this we have to see Michael Fassbender as an older man, and then the daughter who is now grown show up and deal with all of that, whereas you could just easily cut that and it doesn't really add anything.
Nothing.
So I think he has this kind of odd interest in
it's almost like the opposite of the Lighthouse. He like has to put a pretty perfect bow on it.
Sure. And so that stuff I'm not crazy about, but just the overall journey and the performances I loved, and the setting as well. Just I like these films that deal with isolation, and it's again with the sentimentality. It is set after World War I on a lighthouse, and so like it's very romanticized. I think it's in a self-aware way.
No,
it's not. This beautifully shot lighthouse right after World War I, where this fancy rich girl gets to go live there, isn't romanticized with slow fades, slow cross dissolves.
If you're gonna give me that, I want it in Call Me by Your Name.
Sure.
I want that style.
Sure.
This
and
is terrible.
Well, that's too bad. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I've met anyone who has seen it. Like I was talking to people at work about it. They haven't seen it. And so I'm curious. I mean, I think it got pretty good reviews when it came out, but I'm curious as to what other people think of it, because I think just like as with us, it could be very polarizing.
Yeah.
So I think that,
no.
And the scores by Alexander Desplat, who's done a ton of movies like Desplat. Yeah.
Desplat?
Desplat. DESPLAT. He did Isle of Dogs relatively recently. He's done I think he did Zero Dark 30 as well. He's done a ton of stuff.
Desplat.
Yeah. Desplat, I don't know.
Right.
You decide. You decide. And yeah, I think that he has a great ability to get really great emotional performances out of his actors.
Oh, I think the opposite. I think he gets nothing from the actors. That's one thing I was going to say. Yeah. Nothing. And he makes them live together and everything. It's so extra. Just let them do their thing.
Sure.
Like old Eggy.
Well, I mean, I think in the case of Blue Valentine, I think that worked well. That relationship felt pretty...
But don't make them. I don't
think he made them.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I'll believe you.
Old Egg will let them do whatever they want. And that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Defoe likes months of rehearsal. Arpats likes no rehearsal. So they did their own things. Mm-hmm. Eggy said fine. You know?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, again, the behind the scenes stuff, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. But I think that I personally, I know you don't feel the same way, Chloe. I think he gets really gripping performances out of his actors. And that's what I love. Like Ryan Gosling in Place Beyond the Pines, I think that's one of his best performances, if not his best, or my favorite.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
His best performance is Lord.
I knew you were going to say that. And I think that's one of his best too, but every time I watch Place Beyond the Pines, I'm like, man, that is such a good performance. And he's only in there for the first part of it. Spoiler. So that's all I got. I like it a lot, but I can see your reasoning behind it. I can see watching it through a certain lens. It's not going to work for everybody. So, but I think that it's one that always really sticks in my mind in terms of a lot of the ideas and the emotion. So, even if it's not a perfect film, and I love those fades, those cross dissolves. An old
Big hate.
Yeah.
Just the worst. Big hate. Big. Cannot stand them.
Well, I'm glad we finally had it out, Chloe. Well, anything else?
0. Negative 12,000.
Wow.
Negative. When you get one of your shoes stuck in the mud and then you can't wear either of your freaking shoes.
It's a 4 for me. So, all right. Well, any news, Chloe?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, we do have a question about dealing with a certain news topic that we've talked about a little bit off air, but
N-I-oop.
yeah. So I guess we can skip news. There's not much. I don't
There
think.
was some, but who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Y'all have the tweeter.
Well,
You'll find out.
Yeah, you can look it up yourself here. Collider.com. That's a good site. Go there, and you'll find all you need.
Type in promotion code Chloe and Henry.
Yeah.
Film buds.
Yeah. So
Chloe's slightly better.
Yeah.
For your 10% off of Collider, which is free.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can move on to some listener mail. And the Film Buds podcast at gmail.com is where you can reach us at.
Here's a clip.
Also on Twitter and at Facebook, or on Facebook at Film Buds, and on Instagram.
Wow.
If you are desperate. Hopefully you aren't desperate, but
yeah. Also check out that modeling.
Yeah, of a friend of a friend. Yeah. So if you can, for all you diehards,
Henry's coworker.
For all you diehards out there, yeah, do some digging. So, you can see a photo of my coworker if you have interest. So, all right, the one we have this week. This one is from. This one was on Twitter. Wow. From Earmuffs Now.
Now.
Yeah.
I wonder if they change it by the time of year. So, like, maybe they live in, like, Vermont. Like, the first snow is coming. Winter is coming. Like, earmuffs now. And then, like, what season's next? Spring. What do you wear in spring?
Long sleeve tee.
Long sleeve tee. Now.
Maybe. That sounds like it would be a little cumbersome to do. Like, okay, it's that time of year, gotta change the old Twitter name. Anyways, they say, hi all.
Hello.
With your recent discussions on Jojo Rabbit,
yeah,
I was wondering your thoughts on the controversial release now that it's under the Disney umbrella.
I'm choking the mic.
Love your podcast too much.
We love you too, earmuffs now. But we all know I have feelings.
They're killing cinema.
They are They are. Are you joking me?
No.
I can't deal, Henry. They don't like the content, so they're trying to make sure no one can see it. Fascism.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess for people who may be unfamiliar.
Also, Walt Disney was a freaking Nazi, so sorry, that's the T. It's also true and proven, so sorry.
Bombshell.
No pun intended there either.
That was good.
Thank you. You know Taika Waititi is one of my people. He's Mishpocha.
I do.
Oh my god.
So yes, for those of you who don't know, Jojo Rabbit, which is done by Taika Waititi, who did Thor Ragnarok, as well as Hunt for the Wilder People.
I think Taika Waititi is slowly becoming like Bay.
Oh yeah, I saw him at speak at Sundance.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, at a panel. It was really cool.
Makes me lose my mind.
He was great.
He's also done. Also, I'm sorry, I gotta say this. He's done those amazing movies Henry referenced, but also he's been doing this for a long time. So, like, if you haven't, watch like Eagle versus Shark and like all those really good classics. Mm-hmm. You might need subtitles.
Yeah, and so his new film Jojo Rabbit, which is a Nazi Hitler satire, and it was done by Fox Searchlight, I believe. Mm-hmm. I mean, but it's still under the 20th Century Fox umbrella. And since now Disney has bought out 20th Century Fox, that film that's very, I would say, controversial for Disney, you know.
Which is also ridiculous by the like just the whole they just don't want to. It's like that whole thing of like, oh well, I'm not political, like I'm not involved. Mm-hmm. Well, then you are, okay? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's very entitled to say that you have no opinion, basically. Yeah. Like, that's this whole thing. It's not like this movie's like, we love Nazis. It's like by a bunch of Jews and everything talking about why this shouldn't happen again and making it into a sweet, relatable, empathetic, understanding movie. Mm-hmm. Satire.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is proud.
Yeah. And so so now they are.
But it messes with their image.
Yeah. I mean, it is coming out, I mean, at least here tomorrow. And so it's not like it's being shelved completely, but apparently they are making an attempt to shelve 20th Century Fox films.
It's lunacy.
Yeah. And I did see an article yesterday that the Fox Searchlight films that have been made that are now under Disney will come out regardless. However, there is still, I think, there's still a lot of discussion being had where it's possible that Disney is really trying to get all of these films that may not fit under their image, quote unquote, out of theaters completely, which is really stupid. I mean, because now it's
unbelievable.
They own Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century Fox, Hulu, right? Hulu. Yeah. And it's just, they're taking over. I mean, especially if you look at the box.
Oh, I got to find the name of that Robert Pattinson, that old Robert Pattinson movie I loved.
Yeah. Especially if you look at the box office gross for the highest grossing films of each year, everything is under Disney pretty much, with the exception of Joker now, which has now become the highest R-rated movie of all time. And
he said that with such pride.
No, I mean, that is pretty shocking, actually. So, anyways, I think that it's an issue for sure, because now we are going to possibly, it's not verified yet, but we are going to have these films that are in one way controversial that could be stripped from theaters by Disney, because now they are controlling more and more and more of the output in theaters now. And that, because I'm curious to see how, like, the Planet of the Apes movies will progress, because that's done by 20th Century Fox. Ugh. And so I think that it's a very worrying time, I think, because there is a possibility that we could have fewer and fewer auteur films come out that are more, I guess, adult oriented, and that aren't, Marvel or Star Wars.
Thought.
Not only because they don't make as much money, but now Disney will have more control over them to say, no, we're not going to release that. You can put it out on VOD.
The movies that really shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think I'm happy that Jojo Rabbit is coming out.
Loki, I'm not trying to get into that tea, but Loki, I think that's more what Martin Scorsese was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I might be grabbing at straws here.
Maybe.
Is that what that's called? I said all I want is for Taika to tell us what to think. And then The next day, Taika told me what to think. And I said, thank you, Taika.
Yeah. It was.
Okay, also, Henry, back me up. I've been super psychic lately, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said the thing about your fear of getting buried alive.
Oh, yeah. Check out the Lighthouse.
Henry didn't get buried alive, by the way.
And I don't have that fear.
However, it came up until now. Henry, talk.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my God. Henry!
God, that's going to be hell to edit. So.
He says that like he means.
Oh, no. This time I will. This time I will. I forget what I was going to say.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Taika and the movies.
Oh, yeah. So one funny thing, and this is just so typical of Marvel, but Robert Downey Jr. was being interviewed by, I think, Howard Stern recently about the comments that Martin Scorsese had made that Marvel movies aren't cinema. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, what do you have to say about that? What do you think that these are real movies and everything? He said, well, they're released in theaters, aren't they? That's like the most basic response.
Fair
they're
enough.
in theaters. Of course they're movies.
Yeah.
So, however, I will say on the whole Martin Scorsese thing, I think that conversation should stop because movies are already becoming so divided in terms of who's seeing what. Now that's going to make Marvel fans even less interested in seeing auteur movies.
It's so annoying.
And so now we're going to have an even greater divide, as we do in general society these days.
Trick or treater.
I'm not getting it.
Go get it. Your mom didn't hear it. She's on the phone.
No,
Go
man.
get it.
No, man.
It's a kid.
No, she's around.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's over there.
She's going to hear it. She's going to hear it. And so
there's like 10 of them.
I'm not getting that door.
Henry.
It's fine. Oh my God.
Go do it.
No, it's too many.
Should I see if there's anybody out there even, or if I made it up?
I hear voices.
Well.
Let's just sit in here quietly and no. So I think that
this is horrible for me personally. Go do it. She's on the phone. Go do it. They're gonna be gone. This is how we Go do a commentary of what? All right, I'll talk about let's see. Robert Pattinson is underrated because he didn't bathe for like 5 years. And he did everything he could to make himself as undesirable as possible. And I totally get it because we all remember that he was Edward from Twilight. And he had his little stank face. And he has little colored contacts. What happened? Did you do it?
They're gone.
You're holding candy.
I got some candy for myself.
Yeah, I know. I was going to bring you got your favorite, your vanilla Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
I was going to bring some too from the Office Place where we have all the candy in the whole world except for vanilla Tootsie Rolls. There was not one to be seen.
Anyway, sorry about that.
I got some candy for
myself. So, they were gone, yeah. They had vanished. Mm-hmm. So I think that I really hope that conversation stops because that is only creating a greater divide between people.
And it's not stopping. Oh my freaking...
And because now all the Marvel people are going to be like, oh, well, he's just saying that because his movies don't make as much money now.
Salty.
Yeah, Marvel movies make $1 billion, and so he's just jealous, which...
is not true.
Yeah.
There's no way that's why he said it.
And so I just hope it stops.
I think Scorsese is the original fangirl. We all know that.
And I think Francis Ford Coppola's comments are way too... He called them despicable. Way too far. Now, he's someone who could be salty because his movies don't make much money.
Yeah.
So, it's...
Marty's not.
What a mess.
Marty ain't like that.
What a mess.
Marty is only salty when somebody skips him in line at the delicatessen. Mm. And he wouldn't say anything because he's too shy, but he'd be a little salty about it. Candy, I'm good, thank you.
However, I'm happy Jojo Rabbit is coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
So, we're going to see it.
Oh, heck yes. Heck yes.
Not this time, Disney.
Not this time. Freaking hate Disney. Sorry, I'm gonna lose us all our listeners. I'm glad some of y'all are still out there. I say that probably every week now. Dropping like flies.
Probably.
You like Disney, so we're even.
I mean, I go see the movies.
You're not. You don't drink the Kool-Aid, though.
No. I think
You
that...
say, oh, what flavor is it? But you don't drink it.
No, man. It's like my mentality in high school of looking at fights. I'm like,
for God's sake, with these fights.
Oh, there's a fight going on? Oh, I guess I'll watch it.
Shoot, that does match up with our personality, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I guess I'll give it a look.
Give it a poke.
Give it a poke.
I'll go give those fighting people
hey guys,
a poke.
Who's fighting? You know?
Lord.
Yeah.
There's really bad weather headed our way. There's a tornado warning in Guilford County.
Oh, gosh.
Watch for here, and the line of storms is going right through Greensboro. So
Okay.
you should
Time to be done? Okay.
decide to stay here.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up.
Sleepover.
Yeah. Hey, Clay. Turns out, those poor kids out there. That Joker, he's going to be stranded.
Aw. Oh my God, his makeup's going to look so good when it rains.
It's going to be all runny.
Yeah.
It's going to be all sad.
Really?
Oh, man. That should have been the movie. That should have been
pop
Joker.
in the beach bum, huh?
Mm-hmm. I might have to get some warm weather.
No, you have your party to go to.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. So.
That's a good excuse for me, though, not go to mine.
That actually might be a good excuse
Mine's
for mine
a real
as well.
party, though. Yours is tough.
Yeah. Be like, hey, tornado watch. Might need to do a sleepover with Chloe.
Perfect.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Good question. Earmuffs now. Good question.
Earmuffs now. Earmuffs always.
Yeah. And yeah, hopefully that answers
Don't
your
let
question.
the man get you down.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let, the man, yeah. Okay, it's
The mouse. Don't let
it's
the
so
mouse
funny
get
when
you down.
I'm in this music business school right now. I always think of School of Rock.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey, where's Freddie Jones?
The best.
Mhm.
Movie's so good.
Yeah.
That was the first movie my sister ever took me to.
Oh, yeah?
At South Point.
Hmm.
Which is now fancy AF.
Oh, God.
Got heated seats.
Assigned seating.
Heated seats.
Barf, everybody.
Heated seats?
Even worse than the whole Disney thing, assigned seating.
They've had that in big cities forever.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Hey,
Really
I'm
gross.
Timberline or bust. Honestly, Timberline is the way to go.
Yeah.
Half the price of all the other theaters. You can sit wherever you want because there's never anybody else there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So the FilmBuds podcast at gmail.com is where you can reach us at. Please, if you're a new listener or if you've been listening for a while, please send us stuff. Good or bad. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, so I guess we can end off with our picks of the week. I actually have one, Chloe, last night. So the last couple of days, we've had some power outages.
Really?
Yeah. And
You country
was it
bumpkins.
last night? Oh, shoot. I guess it was last night.
Shoot.
We had no power, and I said, well,
Popping a DVD.
no, I had no power. I couldn't watch a film.
You could have.
I'm not gonna.
You're not
I'm not. Oh, out of power too. Yeah, my phone was out of power. My laptop was out of power.
What are you doing?
The battery was drained.
Henry?
It came out of nowhere.
Leave it-
So, anyways, I decided, hey, let's go see a flick, and I
Addams Family.
saw it already.
Take two.
No, I went and saw The Current War.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want to hear about it. Terrible. God awful. God awful. There's no way it could have been good. I don't want to hear about that god awful piece of crap.
So this is a film about the race for the mass market of electricity, dealing with Edison, Westinghouse, and the other one, Tesla. Tesla
is the only one who matters. If you don't know who Nikola Tesla is, look it up. He's the original. This is the original thing, okay? Tesla was trying to give free power to everybody. He said it can be made for free. We should give it out for free. Super easy. They burned his place. Edison burnt his place to the ground.
Yeah.
It's effed up. Rest in peace, David Bowie, okay?
Right.
That was a reference to The Illusionist.
Cool. And
He played Tesla in The Illusionist.
Oh.
Have you...
Been a while.
That movie was everyone's favorite movie in like middle school.
I missed that one.
In my friend group.
Yeah.
The Illusionist?
I missed that one. No, I've seen it now,
Oh.
but when I was in middle school.
Oh. By
And-
everyone, I just mean American me.
Yeah. And it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Michael Shannon,
Nicholas
and
Hoult, right?
Nicholas Hoult.
God.
And yeah, it's all about essentially the different approaches of each
Did they make
inventor.
Tesla look really, really good? And everyone else look like a piece of poo on the bottom of
I mean,
my shoe? Like
they don't look great.
Good. Except for Tesla looks really good.
Looks all right,
Okay. Does he look the best?
I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all about like how each one is approaching trying to get electricity
Did they show
incorporated
that
into
he
society.
Burnt
Huh?
Tesla's place down.
They talked about it at the end, I believe.
Mm.
They said he died like, not great. And so it's dealing like how Edison is more conservative, whereas Westinghouse is more liberal, and he's not really as worried if people are getting hurt by electricity, whereas Edison is more concerned about that. And it's
You know who actually cares?
Tesla.
Nikola effing
I know,
Tesla.
bro. I know. And I'm always up for a good period drama like this kind of political,
Oh, it must have been god awful though.
cultural film. And it's not great.
That
I'll
movie
say.
was made like 5 years ago at least.
Yeah.
And it just can't they just
And-
slipped it out
Oh,
whenever
and
they
it,
could.
it has Tom Holland as well, who comes in and out of the movie.
I'm not sure that's all he does.
Is weird.
Honestly, I'm not sold on him. I'm sorry.
No, me neither.
I'm really, really not sold on him.
Yeah. And I'm not much of I'm not a huge Cumberbatch, but I like him.
Can't stand him.
I like him in Sherlock and The Fifth Estate. I like him in.
Cannot stand him.
And so
Hey, let's bleach your hair. You can go as Julian Assange.
that wouldn't be too bad. Oh, be like Sam Crummett. He could go as, he could go as I should tell him
That is funny.
that. Anyways, little inside joke there.
For our whole podcast crew.
Yeah.
For all the buddies.
And it's the biggest issue with it is that it's just not that engaging. It's an interesting story because it's these three very kind of genius guys who are battling
One's
with
more
each
genius
other.
than the other two.
Sure.
I'm triggered, y'all. I'm sorry.
But the dynamics are interesting kind of from a glance, but then it's just not executed in a way that's interesting.
It looks terrible. It looks hard.
It's very bland
Yeah.
for the most part, and it has a couple moments, but for the most part, it's messy in the editing, and it's just not engaging for the most part.
Yeah, too many mustaches. I'm out of here.
Sure. And
none of them were as good as Robert's. They had to dye his mustache brown because he has a blonde mustache in real life.
yeah, so I wasn't going in expecting a whole lot. I was kind of hoping it would be good. Be like, this movie is amazing. It's not.
No. It's
The concept is interesting.
the name has a really bad pun, okay? How good did you think it was going to be?
True. Yeah, and one weird thing, I'm not sure if it's produced or executive produced by Timur Bekmambetov, who did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter and Wanted. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, that makes
Could have
total,
really gone for some plot twists.
because
Then.
something about the movie feels
Yeah.
very inauthentic. Like it feels kind of staged. And I think
was
that's
going to say glossy.
glossy is another way to put it. And so that was weird.
Yeah.
I said, Timur, what are you doing?
What are you doing, buddy?
Get out of here.
Scoot.
Yeah, so not a absolute
We're getting our second warning.
train wreck, but not a great film. That's about it for me.
Oh, for real?
I think I want one other thing, but we are under tornado watch.
Yeah.
Tornado warning, excuse me. So we
And
are.
I don't have my sleeping bag, so.
Oh, shoot.
Dang it.
Yeah, she might have to bunk with us tonight, but it all depends on the
Nah.
weather.
Yeah?
No, you don't need to. It's fine.
No, I wasn't. Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Anyway, it was so sweet. Can't even deal with it.
Although, Chloe, if there is ever
The
a
rest.
tornado, you are welcome to always stay here.
Thank you.
If for whatever reason you're in this area, you come here.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Better than my dad who lives about 2 seconds away. You know? Just kidding. You should probably come stay with us.
Ow.
I'll go to my dad's. You can come to my dad. My dad, if anyone is always be prepared.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's
Fair enough.
my dad. Anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the show I kept talking about, The Election, is actually called The Politician. So my bad, y'all.
Yes. So I've been correcting it.
He's been searching for...
No. So I searched it.
The Politician.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I've been
my
correcting
bad.
it each time in the show notes.
But never saying anything.
So it's been listed
Noted.
as
Sure.
the candidate was.
That's awkward. No, the candidate?
What's it called?
The Politician.
The Politician.
I don't... God knows what it's called, okay?
Yeah.
We all know what I'm talking about
But
now.
I've been changing it.
It's really funny.
Also, Chloe, sorry.
What?
This is a Music Buds reference here. The Strokes song you told me about, that's like 6 years old. It came out in 2013. Yeah. You said,
Well,
we were
just heard
talking
it.
about there was a new song by The Strokes. I said, I'm up for that. And I checked. And Call It Fate, Call It Karma is
Yeah.
on their 2013 album.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know how that happened, but a little bit of a Butterfingers moment.
I'm really not doing hot. Okay, well, it's new to me, and that's what matters.
Good song. So
Anyway.
it's out there.
Anyway, I've been watching. I started The Beach Bum. Didn't finish yet though. Can't remember the rest, and should probably save it because
We could die.
hey, watch it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that about does it for the show.
Happy Halloween, y'all.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. Sorry, it's been a bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to do some editing for sure. Then this time I mean it.
No.
And yeah, next week, Jojo Rabbit for sure.
Yes.
And Chloe, you'd come up with a good retro review, similar to my idea for The Light Between Oceans. Maybe doing the interview, the Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah. So I think we'll shoot for that. I mean, again, we can always, if for some reason, change it if need be. But I think we'll shoot for that for next week. Don't forget to check out Music Buds. It was a fun time. I had a blast.
Always.
It's up there for everyone to listen to. And, yeah.
Especially you, Taika.
Yeah. And
Oh, you know he has such good taste in music.
he probably does.
Taika.
So yeah, it's been a great show. We hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Chloe, please get back safely. All right.
Thank you.
Watch out
Henry.
for those NATOs,
I'll watch out. And the cops.
The speed traps. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are some out there. They're
Yeah.
pretty bad at that, or they're pretty.
Next year for Halloween, can we please be Willem and Robert from the Lighthouse?
Sure.
Okay. I want to be
Unless
Robert.
something better comes out
no,
before then.
it won't. I want to be Robert because I want the white paint on my face.
Okay.
Okay. We can't be Jojo Rabbit and his invisible friend, can we? So, looks like we're going to go with...
Yikes. That would be
Looks like we're going to go with...
I should be the beach bum. That would be fun to do next year. We'll see.
Fine.
Yeah. I don't know, but hey.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll find somebody else who will be the Willem to my Robert.
Although to be fair, since I already have those
Too late.
I have those dark overcoats and the hat. I have, the hat I wear
Yeah.
for work. That actually could work. I could do it.
It's too late.
I could be our Pattinson.
I'm Robert because I want the white paint.
Defoe, excuse me, Willem. What a guy. Yeah. So
Fine.
thank you so much for joining us.
If anyone else wants to be my Halloween buddy next...
I'm there. I'm there, everybody.
Hey, who said the invitation was still on the table?
So yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. And we'll see you next time.
Were you waiting for me?
I was hoping so, but it's okay.
We hope you enjoyed it at least a little.